Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective...
Just about within shooting range. And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Takes on his marker.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he was quick to react. Hazard. Now it's Neymar. Grimaldo cuts out the pass. Now it's come to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Lyon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, some astute defending there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Ball Hazard! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Casemiro is there, and he can pick it up. Still goalless. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way through. Great chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Grimaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Flamengo have their second corner now. Bonucci attempts a clearance. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
That is a great pick out. Mbappe! Cristiano, there's the shot! Goal! Lyon!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Lyon have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's a promising position, and it's Van Basten. Mbappe, renowned for his long-range shooting. Chiellini spots it and intercepts.
Flamengo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Yamal, and he goes cross-field.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Neymar. Can he get it through? And he's managed to get free. It's anyone's ball now. Now there's this time surely! Well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Neymar. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And he cuts out the supply. Hazard. Van Basten. Yamal. He is through here. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Neymar. He's got away. Neymar ploughing through the middle. Casemiro. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Flamengo are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So straight into the second half. That is lovely. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great ball if he can get there. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through on goal here. Rice. He's in a great position. Can he finish? Kimmich can get it clear. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And he's there to get it away. Driven in. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Yamal. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Kimmich. And it's De Bruyne. And it's skewed away. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? In with the challenge. Van Basten. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Good work on the right flank here. Yamal. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Lyon clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He can run onto that. He's shifting through the... Yamal! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Grimaldo, can he get onto this? Oh, nice touch.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball. He's having a shot! Goal! Lyon! And again they hit the front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Lyon with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Neymar.
Flamengo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Takes a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Kimmich calmly anticipates.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Rice. That pass isn't the best. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. That ball looks a good one. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. And time is up. Flamengo can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Things already rolling. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too. There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal's cross. Header! Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
He leaps for it. Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Ronaldo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he welcomes it in. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Flamengo have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Koeman did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chiellini. Grimaldo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal gets into a good position. There's the header! He's got a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Corinthians cut their deficits and look raring to go. Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Rijkaard. And here's Vieri. And here's Neymar. And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Could be danger here. Flamengo heading towards the half-time break. A win very much in their sails. Yamal. Wan-Bissaka. Rijkaard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neymar. He's had a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Deftly away. And it's Rijkaard.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Somewhat off
acréscimo.
target. Van Bouten. Now it's Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? He has found the way through. Terrific effort! And that's a tiny finish. Corinthians are back in business. He watched it all, and that is indeed the final act. Flamengo are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Substituição em andamento.
The second half then, just getting going. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's onto this. Vieri. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's delivery. The keeper gets his hands on it. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a throw-in. De Ligt. Flamengo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Koeman has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That looks a cracking ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves it. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Camisa 19, camisa 80.
Van Dalten.
Deixando o campo para a entrada.
And this is Berbatov.
Camisa 7.
Berbatov. And he shoots! Goal! Flamengo! And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Berbatov chasing after it. Silvestre promptly onto that, and that is that. Just about up to the hour now.
60.332 espectadores.
Wan-Bissaka. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pass is just off target.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Stood up well to him there. De Ligt cuts it out. Tries to play it through. That was good alertness. Flamengo perhaps contemplating their next change here. De Bruyne, who's set up one goal so far, knocks it into space. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ah, such a clever touch. That'll be a throw-in. He's found the way through. And it's Rijkaard. Yamal. It's a pretty loose pass. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Neymar. Danny is having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job.
And the shot! Goal! Flamengo! And they've got their lead back. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Corinthians really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Nicely aimed pass. And he is deftly away. Pato! And no mistake. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Alexander Pato demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Corinthians are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rijkaard. Dani Olmo. Oh, now chance for a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Rijkaard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. De Bruyne. Wan-Bissaka calmly anticipates. Kimmich. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Silvestre gets over and intercepts. Dani Olmo. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Flamengo pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this.